A Court of Blood and Bindings, Chapter 18, Short Summary. In the previous chapter, Creon and Em had their big intimacy breakthrough. Here, Emlyn has another meeting with Lyn and Tared, her magical allies, and wonders whether she can trust Creon more than she trusts Lyn and Tared. They tell her that Creon has demon heritage, enabling him to manipulate emotions, and causing Emlyn to doubt whether her feelings for Creon are real or manipulated. Detailed summary. Emlyn and Creon wake up in bed together, and they have some flirty banter about Emlyn being a bed hog. Em wonders if she is in love with Creon. They've only known each other for about a week. Besides their breakneck relationship speed, it's pretty amazing they're able to have fluent conversations already, considering he's been learning sign language from her for less than a week. Plot convenience. Emlyn explains she became friends with the labyrinth and found the way to sneak up on Mother's throne from underneath the mountain. Em remembers her scheduled meeting with Lyn and debates whether or not to tell Creon the truth this time. Conveniently, Creon tells her he is scheduled to make a report to Mother and will be gone for a while, so Emlyn decides not to tell him about her meeting. Considering she almost died to a zombie hound the size of a horse previously, it would be wise if she told him where she is going, but she doesn't. She meets Lyn and Tared in the Feywood, where they pull more food and drink from the bushes. Emlyn wonders whether she should be more loyal to Creon or to Lyn and Tared. We again fail the Bechdel test as Emlyn tries to convince Lyn that Creon is trustworthy and that she's learned so much about him over the past week that really makes her feel like he's a good guy. Lyn and Tared reveal that Creon's father is a demon, making Creon half demon and half fey. Emlyn is shocked and recalls Creon avoiding the subject. They explain his demon magic would allow him to feed off of emotional pain, which makes Emlyn suspicious about Creon's claim to absorb the 7 victims' torture pain for them. They also explain that Creon can use his powers to read and manipulate Emlyn's emotions, making her suspect that's why she's in love with him. Analysis. In the previous chapter, Emlyn thought she could finally trust Creon, but now she is suspicious again. After feeling like everything was going so well with Creon that she is in love with him, now she feels disgusted and manipulated. This serves to re-establish the drama. The plot twist that Creon has demon magic which can manipulate emotions pushes the reset button on Emlyn's feelings for Creon. Maybe he has been feeding off his torture victim's anguish. Maybe he has manipulated her love using demon magic. If you're following the pattern of the book, however, you can guess that none of this will turn out to be true, and that once again Emlyn will be shown to be so stupid for ever doubting Creon. In the Chapter 17 analysis, I covered the gaslighting narrative structure, and this time the plot will turn out to be no different. Emlyn's doubts about Creon are always proven to be wrong. It's not just about proving that Creon is actually a good guy. The book sets up a cycle where the heroine is punished for mistrust instead of rewarded for critical thinking. As a woman, her perceptions are shown to be wrong, her suspicions unfounded. Meanwhile, the male lead's dangerous qualities are romanticized. In effect, the book suggests that doubting a man with enormous structural and magical power is unreasonable, which reinforces gendered power imbalances. It's disempowering for the book to constantly reinforce Emlyn's dependency on Creon, considering the vulnerable position she's in. First, her sexual agency is undermined by always having her forced into contrived scenarios, so that she has plausible deniability for enjoying sex. Now, her emotions and sanity are undermined once again by always proving her doubts about Creon are wrong. The gaslight narrative structure will continue, and in the next chapter, Emlyn and Creon will have their biggest fight of the book, their third act breakup.